Hello again, dudes and dudettes. Welcome back to I'm the Dude Games. My name is I'm the Dude 5. Today we're going to be streaming Dungeons & Dragons Neverwinter for free on PlayStation 4. This game was re-released as a free download, free to play on the PlayStation 4, and I believe all next-gen consoles, or almost all next-gen consoles, might have been Xbox One as well. Originally it was a PC game for a while, but it got re-released for PS4. I've had it downloaded on my system for quite a while, and I have now, as you can see, one of each type of character class in the game. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think 8 different character classes in the game, and you can buy different character slots for not in-game currency, but Zen, which is essentially the currency you can buy online with real money. But I do have a character slot for each different character class. My personal few favorites so far in this game have been the Trickster Rogue, the Scourge Warlock, and that's pretty much, I mean, each different character class has its own unique perks and everything, and its own unique abilities. But as far as like sheer damage and like damage stacking with abilities and all that stuff, the Great Weapon Fighters, the Trickster Rogue, and the Scourge Warlock I think are just absolute powerhouses. My Scourge Warlock's probably my favorite character on here. And if whatever race you're going for, if you're going to be a Scourge Warlock, I highly recommend choosing the Tiefling race. These devilish-looking people, their race abilities stack quite nicely with the Scourge Warlock class abilities. I'm going to focus mainly doing some campaign quest stuff from the main campaign of Neverwinter on my Scourge Warlock for a little while, but I might also switch to one of my lower level characters later on in the stream, just to work on them a bit. Select my Scourge Warlock. As a nerdy gamer, classic Dungeons & Dragons is always fun to play, and with like regular character sheets, and it's fun to see how your character levels up and what kind of class abilities and feats and everything that they can get, and all the different abilities and feats of whatever class you're playing always stack to do just consistently more damage and more damage and more damage in any combat situation. So basically, so far, my Scourge Warlock is level 51. I'm still in the main campaign of Neverwinter. All of the campaign expansions for Neverwinter are free to play, and they're automatically updated. If you're playing this on PS4 or Xbox One or whatever. I'm just going to briefly kind of go over my character in a second here so far. Got that done. Let's see. What was I going to do? Go to inventory. Portable altar so I can pray to my deity and get my stuff. You can, once you reach a certain level in Neverwinter, you have a, whatever deity, quote-unquote, that your character worships. You can invoke your deity up to a certain amount of times per day, and you'll get, astral diamonds and invocation blessings and just different little, just experience and all that, different little goodies for doing that. But I'm going to go over my Tiefling Scourge Warlock so far. I think so far my at-will ability for my R2 is Eldritch Blast. A blast of Eldritch Flame scorches your target. The third strike also damages enemies around your primary target, and the rank 2 and 3 just add 10% more damage. I don't have Killing Flames active. Right now, the abilities and the build that I have so far for my... This is the build that I have so far, and all the different abilities and feats I have going so far for my Scourge Warlock. Vampiric Embrace. Rip the life essence from your target, dealing damage and converting 75% of that damage into hit points for yourself. Warlock's Curse Consume. You can add Warlock's Curse at range to enemies, by pressing a certain button. Gain temporary hit points equal to double the amount of health stolen. Warlock's Curse is expended. Warlock's Curse is an effect that you can apply to enemies to deal more damage and also steal more of their life essence, and depending on the abilities you have active, convert that into more health and hit points for yourself. So you could essentially just tank out, and then rank 2 and 3 add 10% more damage to that. Accursed Souls, I think, is one of my personal abilities. Draw in the souls of nearby enemies, healing yourself and corrupting their spirits, which you then force back into their bodies, dealing damage and afflicting them with a lesser curse. Additionally, you spawn a soul puppet when this power is activated. Plus 10%, so total of 20 so far, percent more damage from that. Don't have that active right now. I don't have Dread Theft active either, but it's actually a pretty fun ability to use. Pretty fun power to use. Deadly Curse. Fiery Bolt. This is a fun one. You'll see kind of the combo that I use so far. Fiery Bolt, you fling a ball of eldritch flame that explodes upon hitting your target, dealing reduced damage to nearby targets. Curse synergies surrounding targets now take full damage from the blast. And plus 20% more damage up to rank 3 there. Pillar of Power. Now this is a personal ability that you use for yourself. Create a conduit of power at your location. While you stand in the conduit, your damage and damage resistance are increased by 12%. Allies who stand in the conduit gain 75% of this value. So it's a great ability for yourself, but also more so for any team members you have with you, any party members you have with you. If an enemy enters the conduit, their damage and damage resistance are reduced by 10% for a short duration, and they take damage as long as they stand within the conduit. Plus 10% damage with ranks 2 and 3, and plus 4% damage buff for each of those as well. And I think Flames of Empowerment is my class feature I currently have active. It says, when you attack a target with your at-will powers, they are affected by Flames of Empowerment for 6 seconds. Flames of Empowerment increases the damage you deal to that target by 2% and stacks 3 times. And the damage buff stacks an additional 2 times with ranks 2 and 3. I still gotta get to rank level 70. It's still gonna take a while. Hellish Rebuke is my L2 at-will power. A fiery rebuke that deals damage and ignites your target with hellfire. If they foolishly strike you after the rebuke, they will be met with another blast of hellfire. They can only be affected by this additional blast once every second. And then the plus 10% more damage for those. This is another class feature I have active, and I might switch it, but I'm not sure. Your Hellish Rebuke no longer deals damage over time. No pity, no mercy. Your Hellish Rebuke no longer deals damage over time. Instead, the damage of the initial hit and damage dealt back to attacks affected by Hellish Rebuke are increased by 50%. Critical hits now briefly give you combat advantage over critically hit targets. And half-second debuff durations, ranks 2 and 3. Let's see. Ace Shadow. Let's see what that does. Gates of Hell. This is another one of my daily powers that I have active right now. Enemies killed by, or summon a Hell Gate at target location that spews a stream of hellish flame in your direction, dealing damage and knocking affected targets down. Enemies killed by the blast are reduced to ash, and part of their essence is pulled through the gate as an offering to the dark gods. Pleased by your gift, the gods will restore some of your action points. In addition, players killed by this power may not be revived by other players. So that's more of a PvP advantage, not a PvE advantage. So I might switch that power. Let's see what else I got. Tyrannical Curse, daily power. Places a tyrannical curse on your target for 20 seconds, dealing damage, cursing them, and increasing the damage they receive from you by 25%. Targets affected by tyrannical curse are damage linked, and deal 15% of the damage you deal to them to other targets within 30 feet. Any of your powers have additional effects when used on cursed targets. I might actually switch Accursed Souls, Gates of Hell. I'm going to switch that with Gates of Hell, because that seems more of a fun thing to use for PvE. Tyrannical Curse. Yeah, just equip that. Accursed Souls is also another fun one to use. Plus, my Scourge Warlock's powers combined with her feats. I don't know. My son's awake. That's okay. I'm a Hellbringer Scourge Warlock. Shadow Slip consumes. So basically, every time you level up past a certain point, you gain feat points to spend to gain additional stacking ability and power and damage buffs. For your different powers and stuff. Jade Nawaz. Hi. Hello. Hello, Jade. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while since I played Neverwinter, and I did do a live stream when Neverwinter first launched, but after that I haven't really done anything with it on my YouTube channel. But this is one of the games that I want to start doing for live streams more often now, since I don't really play Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I have pretty much every other multiplayer game you could think of as far as shooters go, like Overwatch and COD and Destiny 2 and Fortnite and all that stuff. Plus, my fiance and I recently just started a stream series on the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Blood Pact of Kenya. Increase the amount of bonus damage Constitution gives you by up to 5% if you spend all your feat points in that. But so far, as far as my Paragon path for my Scourge Warlock, I've chosen the Damnation path. And so far, got Parting Blasphemy. When a curse is removed from a target, deal up to 50% of your weapon damage to that target. Relentless Curse. When your Warlock's curse is removed from a target, that target has a up to 100% chance, fully upgraded, to be afflicted with a lesser curse. Siphoning Curse. When a cursed target is killed, the slayer of that target is healed for up to 100% maxed out of your weapon damage every second for 3 seconds. What's wrong, buddy? The Power of the Nine Hells. The damage and damage resistance buffs provided by Pillar of Power now last for up to 5 seconds after leaving its area. Mocking Spirit. So for when you spawn Soul Puppets, your Soul Puppet now deals up to 1,000% more threat, and your Soul Puppet gains an additional up to 50% of your maximum hit points. Foes near your Soul Puppet now also take up to 75% of your weapon damage as fire damage every second. Warding Spirits. While you have a Soul Puppet active, you take up to 10% less damage. Your Soul Puppets have a up to 25% chance to apply Lesser Curse when they attack a target. Your Soul Puppet deals up to 10% more damage to targets afflicted by Lesser Curse. Ghastly Commander. While you have a Soul Puppet active, you deal up to 15% more damage, and your life steal is increased by up to 5%. And Wrathful Souls. Your Soul Puppets deal up to 100% maxed out more damage, and their attacks now siphon some of that health to you, healing you for up to 10% of their damage. So the Damnation Paragon path, this is the one I'm personally choosing. The Fury or Temptation paths, whatever you want to choose, may be better or have different abilities that you may be more suitable to your playstyle. This is all very subjective and opinionated. Me personally, I love powerhouse characters and stacking damage buffs and debuffs to enemies, especially with this Soul Puppet shit, because this Paragon path essentially ensures that whenever you have a Soul Puppet active, your enemies are just going to get shredded, and you'll tank out because you'll be stealing all that health back. Jade, does the Neverwinter account on PC work the same account on the PlayStation? I don't know the answer to that question, Jade. I'm not entirely sure. I think the PC version of Neverwinter is kept separate from the console version. I didn't have a Neverwinter account on PC before the console version was released, so I don't know the answer to that question, to be perfectly honest. Soul Desecration, and this is the final tier of the Damnation Paragon Path. Your soul puppet moves faster and no longer dissipates after 5 hits. Targets marked by Warlock's Curse are corrupted and will spawn a soul puppet when killed. Additionally, every 10 seconds the next time you deal damage, you spawn a soul puppet. By the way, Jade, I stream directly to my YouTube channel. I do live streams as more of a way to try to build subscribers and my fan base. So if you subscribe to I'm the Dude Games on YouTube, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you have any social media or YouTube channel, whatever sort of online stuff that you use, I'd be glad to show the same support back. I'm fine, Jade. How are you? So now that I've kind of gone over my my Scourge Warlock's abilities and feats and everything, I just want to give you a rundown of what I have currently for her so far. Follow the Axe Trail. There's an area. I'm in Ice Spire Peak right now. Journal. I'm in Ice Spire Peak right now. I'm on this quest, the Mother Lode. As far as campaigns, the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, I think. So the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, there's different quests and deeds and everything after that. It's kind of an ongoing thing. View the campaign. You earn different materials by defeating certain dragons in certain areas. And that's how you kind of keep advancing these different little side tier quests, and you get certain boons and abilities for completing these different trees here. So, but right now, I'm in the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, which I think is the first main campaign of the game. So, oh, and my viewer base suddenly dropped off the face of the earth. That's okay. I'll spawn my ghost horse here. So really quick, I just want to show you guys. So from a range here, I'll press L1 and I'll apply my Warlock's Curse to these 3 targets. Then I'll do a Pillar of Power, and then I'll shoot a ball of fire at them, and that'll deal massive amounts of damage. And I'm going to kill this guy with Vampiric Embrace, and does that spawn a soul puppet? I don't think so. For some reason. Well, for some reason or another. Oh, hello. I also have an artifact that I got as a that I actually purchased from a bundle pack. Lithic, what's up, games? How you been, bro? Probably remember he's Toxic Skater. I changed my name. Hey, what's up, Toxic? Sorry, I haven't really done anything with you as far as like collab stuff goes. I've been swamped with work, and I've been trying to focus mainly on my other pre-recorded game series. The Axe Trail. So apparently there's a trail of axes that leads somewhere. See, this is what I don't like about this small quest I have right here, is it leads up to this point, but then it doesn't show me where else I need to go. So I may just abandon it. probably just gonna abandon this axe quest. It's not really showing me any other good places to go. So I just came by to check up on... You've been a cool minute since... See, it leads up to there, but I don't know where else. See, there's an axe there. Oh, hello. Let's try something here really quick. And that spawns a soul puppet. There we go. Well, let's go to my journal. I'm actually going to abandon this Motherlode quest, even though it's worth a couple thousand XP. I don't know how to... I'm going to drop that quest. Set quest path, there we go, and I'm taking damage, that's okay. Where am I supposed to go? There we go. I'm gonna jump on my horse and go to this next quest part here. Excuse me. So I bought this ghostly steed mount thinking it was going to be a fast galloper, and it's not, and I'm a little pissed off about that. Step into my circle and die. Hello. That's how you do that. Let's enter this little area. This Goblin Warrens.
You wish my aid? A wise choice.
You also can get little companions here that you can bind to your character. They make nice little additional damage dealing. Let's go to my... I have quite a few companions actually on all my characters, but come up with funny names to them too. My companion there is I think a rare companion. So far he's level 25 right now. He's a striker. I named that one Puppers, obviously. Then you can equip different runes to them to give them different buffs and stuff. That one's a controller, it's a form of wizard, and then that one's another controller. Personally, I prefer Gandalf, my control wizard companion there, and then Deltoids. He's pretty badass looking for one. 2, he deals a lot of damage. I gotta upgrade their quality though. Hey, there's a campfire. Not that I need it, but let's go venture forth and see whose ass we can kick. The crate's lid is ajar. Inside you can see stacks of ritual components and scrolls detailing magical rituals. Okay. Kill Morgal Maw Cram. So I gotta go back a different way here. How the hell did loot end up all the way up there? Here we go. Most of the green items that I get and unidentified items, I don't really try to uncover or like reveal them, or I usually just sell them because there's so much loot that drops that it's hard to keep track of it all, and usually most of it's not worth keeping. Also, on whatever character you have, it helps to have items equipped and gear equipped that also can automatically heal your hit points after you're in combat. So I have life steal on my Scourge Warlock, and then I also have the ability to just self-heal after I take damage. My friend Nightwolf and I used to play Neverwinter a lot together. I think he still has it, but he doesn't play it as often. Just wipe out low health enemies. Oh, hello. This better not be a mimic. Okay, good. You find all sorts of mimics in frickin' dungeons like these. Frickin', they mimic treasure chests, and then when you try to open them, they try to attack and bite you. Which reminds me of a funny meme. There's a funny meme I've seen multiple times on the internet where I forget exactly how it goes, but it's like some adventurers walked into a bar and there was a sign posted above the bar that said "No mimics allowed." And it's like I left, the party left, the table left, we killed the table. It was a good time. Because the table was a mimic, so they had to kill the table. Murgle Mawcram became chief of the Winter Kill Goblins when Hrimnir stepped on the old chief. Oh, hello. Apparently there's the boss of this little dungeon. Alright, you're about to die, like, horribly. Ow, shit! Minor leg injury. Shitballs. That was fun. Easy too. Unfortunately, little pitfalls like that you gotta be watch out for, different spikes and stuff that can pop up and give you minor injuries. And if you don't have enough binding injury kits to fix those while you're out and about, you have to go back to a safe place with a campfire and stand in there long enough to get healed. Ice Spire gloves. I have an enchantment in my current gauntlets that yeah, I don't think I'll keep those. It's like I have to reach a certain level to start getting like legendary equipment, so I can just have better gear in general. And I gotta buff up all my enchantments for utility slots, so that way I can add additional abilities, additional stat abilities. Alright, so now which way am I going?
Someone's I admit.
And got to level 52 there, into the fold, the forward front.
I'd like not to distract any of my soldiers with this kind of time.
Wish there was a... Oh, there is a campfire over there. Okay, I'm gonna go heal up really quick. And while I'm healing, let's see what PowerPoint I got. Hand of Blight. You form necrotic power in your hand and hurl it at your opponent from range. In melee range, you don't form the projectiles and attack faster. In addition, these melee strikes create blight on the target, temporarily reducing their damage. The fourth hit at either range deals additional damage, and the melee hit also adds an additional stack of blight. Well, that sounds fun. I like Hellish Rebuke, but Hand of Blight might be something that I want to get and equip. Warlock's Bargain. Forge a link between an enemy's soul and your own, and then offer it to the Dark Patrons. You sack 15% of your own hit points to steal life from your target over time. In addition, 15% of your incoming damage is redirected to your linked target. Warlock's Bargain is a curse. That's funny. Wraith's Shadow. Blades of Vanquished Armies. Create a swarm of shadowy blades that circle around you. Damaging enemies nearby, the blades will also attempt to turn aside incoming attacks, increasing your deflection chance. Curse energy blades will periodically fling themselves at targets affected by your Warlock's curse. That's nice. For now, I think I'm going to do Hand of Blight, and I'm going to equip it to my L2, just to try something different here. And then for my feats... Foes near your soul puppet. Also now take... Okay. Okay, well it looks like I just committed the change to that feat. That's okay. Got my feats. I'll do Spirit Fire. So I'm no longer injured, actually. So who are you?
You have something to tell me. I can tell from your face. What is it?
You've been selling to the Frost Giants, and now Bulbin knows that he's willing to deal with you. But not while you're supplying the enemy.
It is true. I have been in communication with the Frost Giants, bartering the few services they would accept for information about the Winterforge artifact. After all, either side might win, and I'd like to ensure my interests. Clearly, that is no longer an option. Very well. I will cease selling to the Giants, and I'll even discount my wares for the dwarves, so long as I get a look at the Winterforge when they're done.
Alrighty then.
I'm glad you... We can handle the goblins here at Tarundar now, thanks to your aid. But we still need your help further up the mountain. Find Garora OQ at the triage camp up on Windchill Reach. She'll be able to tell you what else needs doing.
First, I'm gonna sell some stuff that I don't need. Let's see here. I'm gonna keep those. You get certain items to refine enchantments and increase their rank, but it takes quite a bit of doing. Religion kit, I don't... I'll keep it. And I don't have any keys to unlock these lockboxes. You kind of have to buy those with... by buying Zen, and then you use Zen to... use Zen for things like VIP rankings in-game, and VIP rankings in-game give you daily rewards. One of those rewards includes legendary keys to unlock legendary lockboxes like these. I used to have that, but like I said, I don't play very often, and then the VIP just kind of goes to waste if I'm not playing it and claiming the rewards on a daily basis. Alright, so let's continue. Excuse me. I don't understand why this quest is only giving me like 700 something XP. All the other quests give me at least 1,000, above 1,000. Sometimes the enemies don't notice you when you're on your mount. That's interesting. The thing is, though, it's like I don't really want to get rid of my Vampiric Embrace or my my Fiery Bolt in exchange for that other power, but I might do it just to... Like, once I become accustomed to a certain power and skill set, it's like I don't really want to use anything else, but it's fun just to kind of switch it up. This camp on the front lines of the battle. For Icespire Peak helps injured dwarves before sending them to the blah 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 and the blah blah blah. Didn't read that fast enough.
These cursed giants took our peak from us, but we'll not let them take Tarundar as well. Well, we can use all...
Strange alchemy.
These ice trolls heal so fast that our troops are having serious problems getting them to stay down. I've asked our alchemist Nalias Gregor to try to concoct something we can distribute to all the soldiers that'll help with that problem. But he needs blood from the ice trolls to experiment on. It'd be a big help if you could collect some for us.
Alright then. Religion kit. Got that. What's this? The Icehammer clan disaster. With Tarundar established and mining operations well underway in the rich mithril vein further up the mountain, Florin Icehammer and his Icehammer clan seemed well on their way to establishing a secure foothold in Icespire Peak. With the exception of minor thefts from the neighboring Winterkill goblins, with the Icehammer clan grew in peace and prosperity for years. This tranquility came to an end when Florin Icehammer finally located the ancient Winterforge and mystical altar in the heart of the long-dead Lakar. There he discovered his clan's legendary weapon, but in claiming that hammer he disturbed the powerful magics laying dormant in that place. Now an army of frost giants, ice trolls, winter wolves, and snowy goblins, or snow goblins, have pushed the Icehammer clan all the way back to Tarundar itself and seek to drive the dwarves from Icespire Peak. That's bad. They may take our lives, but they can never take our freedom! Hello. That's always fun. Ooh, we got some, retrieve vials of ice troll blood. Is he up, or did you put him back to sleep? I know. Objective complete. Strange alchemy. Return to Garora. Total destruction. Will these beasts ever stop coming? No. No, they never will. They never do. Don't you know? This is Dungeons and Dragons.
Nalius,
Thinning the pack.
whenever our soul... The frost giant chief
Free 4 frozen dwarves. Then report to Balak Forge arm.
His army captures one of our soldiers. He has them brought further up the mountain.
Matthew, what's
where
wrong?
He freezes them under a layer of ice, trapped but alive.
Matthew.
We can't let our brave soldiers slowly die of thirst and hunger
You may be
like
cranky,
that.
okay? But you're
There are
fine.
2 of our frozen men a short ways further up the mountain,
What?
as well as a forward field operative, Bella Forger. Go and break our soldiers out of their icy prisons. Then
Matthew.
report to Belloc.
Come on. Drink your milky. Calm down. Come on. Sorry, guys. Daddy will play with you in a little while. Oh, hello. Unfreeze 3 frozen dwarves. Slay winter wolves in the glaciers. Alright. Well. It's fun coming up against all the different types of enemies in this game. They just kind of auto-attack you, though, as soon as you attack them. Wolf alphas. Winter wolf alphas. So where are the Winter Wolf alphas? Oh, there's the frozen dwarves. Jesus. Hello. that done. I gotta go further up the way here. New discovery points.
What you've been expecting?
Breath of fresh air. Clear 3 blocked air passages in Ice Spire Peak.
We've been trying to rescue them, but the frost giants are using some kind of ice magic to freeze over the air vents. If we don't get those open, the survivors will suffocate. Requisition survivors now. Ali is back in town. Here, legend to get those air vents open. The thought of our clanmates trapped down there, cold, alone, struggling for air. We couldn't let it happen.
That done. Blocked airways. Blocked airways. There's another one over there. I like the Scourge Warlock class also mainly because I like having companions with me in this game, and having a soul puppet just feels kind of like an auto companion, and the fact that your soul puppets can just deal just ungodly amounts of damage to enemies is just really fun. Guy right in front of me. Going out of range. Here we go. That done. At one point, I might go like a Infernal Spheres Dread Theft, more Eldritchy area of effect damage, just to try to test it out. Dread Theft is fun, but it only focuses on a single opponent, unless you can catch other people in the crossfire.
Thank you for that.
Good to see a friendly face, but watch your back. We're well behind enemy lines. Ice Hammer.
Over there isn't just a mine. Used to be the Ice Hammer clan's new stronghold on Ice Spire Peak. When the Giants' army overran us, we had to leave
Dark
behind many of the
enchantment.
treasures stored.
I want to see something here. Tormentor's Tunic. I'll accept that, but I want to look at my inventory. My gear. Character sheet. Right now... Defense slot, I have a Dark Enchantment rank 7. Manage item enchantments, so I think I can remove my item enchantment from that and then re-equip it to the other tunic that I get from this. Go. Let's see. Inventory. I don't know what it's alerting me to in my inventory, but my Spire Peak, the Ice Hammer. There we go. Welcome to the stream, whoever's currently viewing. If you guys would like, please subscribe to I'm the Dude Games on YouTube. Any support is greatly appreciated, and I will equally support those who subscribe if you have a YouTube channel or a Twitch or whatever. I support my supporters. This is just something new / not new that I'm trying out. I want to do more Neverwinter live streams in lieu of other multiplayer type games like Fortnite and Overwatch and all that stuff. Plus this will allow me to get through more of Neverwinter's campaign on multiple characters. Neverwinter's mini campaigns on multiple characters. This is the closest I get to actual D&D. The Mithril Mines. Oh. Plus I'm going to try to do longer streams than just an hour. Because most other YouTubers I see lately, back in the day I used to do streams for like 3 hours or more. Just to try to keep more people engaged. And I will have comments enabled on all these streams so that way people can interact with me and I can interact with them.
You wish my aid?
Alright. Excuse me. I had Burger King for lunch and I'm burping up a storm. Keep an eye on the ground. I don't want to get injured again. So we have to go this way. Ooh. You gotta be careful when those explode. Otherwise they'll stun you. What do we have here? There's another chest. There's not really a quest path through this place, just us to explore. Hehehe. Almost level 53. Oh, there's the quest path. I don't know why it wasn't showing up. Usually it does. Here we go. Ice War Troll. Woohoo! Ha! Earned the trophy. Trolls.
What are you doing?
Matthew, what is wrong? Come on. Crying over nothing, dude. The artifact, Ice Hammer. This dwarven throwing hammer is a powerful artifact and an heirloom of the Ice Hammer Dwarf clan. The Ice Hammer is a dwarven throwing hammer crafted for the ancestors of the Ice Hammer clan. This hammer can only be lifted by a dwarf of Ice Hammer descent until it plunged, and it would return unerringly to the hand that threw it until it plunged into the frost giant Lakar's chest. There it struck the Winter Forge, an artifact of Thrym, and the source of Lakar's size and power. Stuck immovably in the Winter Forge, the Ice Hammer lay undisturbed for decades. When Florin Ice Hammer dislodged it to reclaim his clan's heirloom, he inadvertently awakened the Winter Forge and opened a tiny portal to the elemental chaos. While the Ice Hammer sat in the vaults of the nearby Mithril mine, the portal slowly grew, eventually being discovered and exploited by the vengeful frost giants. Well, no, I have the Ice Hammer, and I'm not a dwarf of the Ice Hammer clan, so I guess that blows a hole in your lore. Tormentor's Tunic. I'll take a look at my inventory here. Item level 96. What is... Item level 147. Okay, so... let's go to the character sheet. Let me manage my... item enchantments. Remove enchantment intact. And I have enough to do it. So then... unequip. And my Scourge Warlock is temporarily half naked, but let's equip Tormentor's Tunic. That looks pretty sick. And I will manage out of enchantments. Utility slot. Lifesteal defense slot. There we go. Awesome. Alright, got a better chest piece there. Let's continue. Oh, I gotta stretch. Alright. I did level up, so... Infernal Spheres is kind of a fun little... Although killing flames has more like soul puppet type stuff. I'll equip this power in place of Vampiric Embrace. And then Hand of Blight I will upgrade. And my feats. Foes near your soul puppet now also take damage. Weapon is fire damage. I'll upgrade. I'll put another feat point into warding spirits the next time. Commit the change. Because, like, I want to keep my Fiery Bolt for decent area of effect damage, but I also want to keep spawning Soul Puppets as often as I can, because my Soul Puppets are going to be my bread and butter.
You really?
Axe too far.
The Ice Hammer is back in our hands, thanks to you. However, we still don't have the military power to defeat their main army. That's why the Ice Hammer is so important. Our leader, Florin Ice Hammer, has brought a small band of elite warriors even farther up the mountain. Bring...
Still talking to me as I walk away. For a free-to-play game, the scale of it is pretty impressive. And I would absolutely prefer to play a game like this over anything like World of Warcraft or any other MMORPG. Besides, maybe Destiny. Whoa, this is a long bridge. And I want to hop on my horsey. Then.
As much as it grates on my pride to admit it, we can use all the help we can get. The ice hammer. Grimner is using the winter.
Destroy 3 ice spires. Marco's orb. Grimnir's hands.
With all the trouble you made for the giants down at Tarunda and
Alrighty then.
Name's Orift. I'm in charge of our scouts and spies here in the White Cracks. Florin ordered me to bring her best scouts and spies with us here to this forward camp. Even now, they're watching the giants' every move from deep behind the enemy lines. The problem is getting that information back from them so we can make decisions. Before I sent them out, I instructed them to leave messages carved into the stone of the mountain as defined. And I'm expecting some of the reports back very soon. Trek a ways up the mountain and bring back the communications they've left for us.
Got plenty of potions too, so even if my lifesteal and self-healing isn't that great. Matthew. Screech! Oh, there's one of those guys. That's so much damage to him, Jesus. this over here? I got a mithril nugget. Him. Cameron Colossus, is that you? Hey Cam, thanks for tuning into the stream. I've decided to do more D&D Neverwinter streams for my channel in lieu of other like multiplayer shooters. So this will be one of the things I do when I'm not doing pre-recorded series. If you want, Cameron, and I'd greatly appreciate it if you did. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that'd be awesome, because I could always use more support. I'm the Dude Games. Yeah, dude, Scourge Warlock is the shit in this game. Neverwinter's not really new. It was on PC, and then they re-released it as free-to-play on console a couple of years, or a few years ago, actually. And where... there's another message. There you go. Alright, I'll be back. See you later, bro. Thanks, Cam. PM Bear, you're new to Neverwinter. You playing it on PS4? I'm having a hard time finding more of these notes, these scout reports. Awesome. Well, it's what race and character class have you created so far, Bear? Away from my scout report. Goblins. Earned one trophy for trolls, 1 trophy for goblins, and I have 1 more scout report to find. Oh, you're downloading it now? Okay. I think there's about 8 different character classes that you can choose from. Usually you want to try to pick a race that their race abilities will stack. Oh, inventory full. Okay, I can't take anything else now. What one should I choose? PM Bear, it's really up to you what race and character class you want to choose. I think you have 3 free character slots to start off with, and then if you buy different bundle packs off the PlayStation Store, if you use the Zen currency, if you buy like Zen bundles off PlayStation Store, you can purchase additional character slots. I personally have 1 character for each type of character class in the game. Right now I'm playing my Scourge Warlock, and she's a tiefling. That's her race. And so I personally think the tiefling Scourge Warlock is probably one of the most powerful, but I also like the Trickster Rogue. The first character I created was a half-elf Hunter Ranger, who's got a lot of different interesting ranged and melee ability and damage stacks. Oh, there he is. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. It's an MMORPG, PM Bear, so you can meet other players online, friend and join up with them. Also, there are player versus player matches that you can do in this game as well, but it's largely PvE, player versus enemy. My inventory's full, I can't pick anything else up. More scout report. Where is it? There it is. It's hiding back here. Return to Floor and Icehammer. Alright. When I return to that camp, hopefully I can sell some shit. My inventory is full. Can I join you once it's done downloading? You can if you want to, but if you're just creating a character now, you're gonna be you're at like level 1 or level 0 or level 1, and you're gonna be at the very start of the campaign. So I would be more like I'd be joining you on your low character. But if you want, it's done downloading, PM Bear. So can you ride on dragons? No offense, but this guy's a bit of a noob. I don't know. I don't know if there are dragon mounts that you get in this game or not. You know what? Alright, good. There is a campfire here. Which means I can sell some of this unwanted inventory. I'll keep those. 56, I'll keep that. Sell that. I'm just selling off all this freaking inventory that I don't need. Got a lot of money though. Alright. Sorry about the comment, Bear. If you're new to this game, I'm trying to answer your questions that you're asking as best I can, but no, you can't really ride dragons unless you have a dragon mount. You get, basically, your character has an inventory, and depending on how many bags you have to hold items, you'll get different companions that can follow you around and help you against enemies. You'll have different mounts, essentially horses and different beasts that you can ride to get around faster. So I don't know if you can ride dragons or not. I know you face off against plenty of different dragons across different areas in the game for different rewards.
Messages from our good. That's
almost to level 54. Clear the path. Slay 15 enemy troops of any kind. Final climb. Receive orders from Oref to Mountain Watch.
You've dealt the giants a mighty blow. We may have the opportunity
Receive
now
orders
to
from
deal
Oref
even
to
more
Mountain
damage.
Watch,
If
or
the
Mountain Watch,
information you
then
collected
use
from
the
our
Ice Hammer secret tunnel to
Talk
climb
to
to the
Oref
top of
Mountain
Ice Spire
Watch.
Peak. Right now, I am in Ice Spire Peak,
Are you ready to
which
climb
is an
to the
area
top
that you're
of
not
Ice
going to have
Spire
access
Peak?
to right away, Bear. Once I finish this, if you want, I can join you on one of my lower level characters. You're going to have to get past the first opening level opening quests.
Listen closely. Our two best agents, Aaron Rockstrider and Rurik Hillhelm, are stationed at the very top of Ice Spire Peak. In their messages, they said that there was an opportunity for a small force to strike a blow against the Frost Giants. The message was too short for specifics, however. Florin and I agree that this opportunity cannot be passed over. We've just completed digging out our secret tunnel to Jotunstead. Take the tunnel, then climb up to the top of the mountain. Make contact with the two scouts and see what exactly this opportunity is.
Alright then.
Hey, you're the adventurer who's been helping us out, aren't you? It's finished. You can use it to go all the way up to Jotunstead.
Alrighty then. Let's venture forward. Slay 15 enemy troops of any kind. Speak to Aaron Rockstrider and Rurik Hillhelm. Yeah, soul puppets are my bread and butter, man. Pretty steep cliff. Lakar's Lap. Well, that's an interesting looking crystal. Obelisk of Defense.
Oh, it's good to see someone who isn't part of the Frost Giant army. What brings you all the way up here? So, the path is clear now, eh? Pretty impressive. Unfortunately, you've noticed the winter wolves in Hrimnir's army, eh? Well, Rurik and I found out where they're coming from. Not only that, but we found the big one. Their patriarch. Naturally, we're going to have to put the big dog down. If we strike too soon, though, it's a one-way trip. I need you to kill a bunch of these wolves and trolls on this ice shelf. Lest a fight our way out, you know.
Almost level 54. Out. My soul puppet is stunned. Slay trolls and winter wolves. There they are. Alright, Bear, load it up, create your first character, and get through the first few quests, and then you'll land yourself in, forget what the main social space is called, but you'll know when you see it. Protector's Enclave. Once you get past the opening quest, you'll get in Protector's Enclave, and you'll talk to a lot of the NPCs. And level 54, there we go.
Now they've created a distraction. We have a small window where the crime hound's den. Well, I mean, it probably won't be trapped. Don't look at me like that.
The Icebane Grimoire will not really be worth it.
But really, this might be our only chance.
So I'll have to sell that as soon as I get it.
Inside is a last major obstacle standing between us and the giants. Go in and kill that crime hound for me, would you?
Oh, the Icy Guardian. Leveled up again, so powers. Killing Flames, already have. Dark One's Blessing. Gain life whenever a target affected by your Warlock's curse dies, and your lifesteal severity increased by. No pity, no mercy. Flames of Empowerment. When you attack a target with your at-will powers, they are affected by Flames of Empowerment for 6 seconds. Okay. No pity, no mercy. I'm not using Hellish Rebuke now, so I can switch that. Dark One's Blessing. Hand of Blight. Hellish Rebuke. Warlock's Bargain. Wraith's Shadow. Not using Gates of Hell. Prince of Hell. Increases your resistance ignored. And lifesteal. Prayers. So, Blades of Vanquished Armies. And I might spend a PowerPoint on that. And use it later? I'm not sure. Maybe for now I should put another point into Hand of Blight, upgrade that as far as I can for now. And then on my feats, Warding Spirits, while you have a Soul Puppet active, you take less damage. So, commit changes. And then now my next feat point, I should be able to purchase my Soul Desecration. +2 Wisdom or +2 Charisma. Generally, I think Wisdom is the more useful stat. I mean, Wisdom and Charisma, I don't think there are really too many instances in this game where Wisdom, I think, just has more to do with knowledge, so that might increase some of your other stats as far as, like, combat advantages. Charisma is a good stat for Trickster Rogues. Generally, I don't exactly... Just try to read what each stat does, and if you feel like your character would be better suited with having the buff to Charisma or Wisdom, just try to use your best judgment on that, Bear. I want to try to fully upgrade, or fully upgrade as close as I can. A couple more of these before I actually purchase my Soul Desecration. So right now I take up to 6% less damage, and they do 15% chance to apply Lesser Curse, and they deal up to 6% more damage inflicted by the Lesser Curse. Deals up to 100% more damage, and their attacks now siphon some of the health to you. While you have Soul Puppet active, you deal more damage. So I'm probably going to do Wrathful Souls and Warding Spirits. Deity is like your god that you pray to. It doesn't really help you in combat or anything, but whatever deity you pray to, you can invoke your deity once you reach a certain level for additional experience, astral diamonds, and special coins that you can spend on certain items and stuff like that. So whatever deity you feel best fits your character description. is what I would pick, and then your affiliation. It's just flavor text is essentially all that is, Bear.
Let's see what's up.
Just interesting background information on your character for the most part. But like I said, whatever deity you choose, you can invoke your deity. Depending on the... I mean, there's no additional buffs or abilities. Whatever deity you choose, you can still just invoke your deity for additional experience and items. That's all that is. I'm gonna let that cool down real quick. Also, Bear, I have my YouTube channel, I'm the Dude Games. If you'd subscribe to me, I'd greatly appreciate it, and if you have a channel as well, I'll be sure to support you with back. Currently at 108 subs, I'm trying to build my channel. Hello. Glad I spotted those traps. The good thing about Trickster Rogues is that so long as you can spot the traps on the ground, you can actually deactivate them, so that way they're not a hazard to you or anybody else. Oh, the Rhyme Hound. Here we go. He is right there, isn't he? Oh, shit. I'm not keeping that grimoire. The Icy Guardian. Alright. That was fun. We're gonna stretch.
Not many people. Before you return to Foreign, I need to ask you a favour. Orif selected me and Rory to plant our flag atop Icespire Peak. It picked us because we're the best. But even we're not perfect. We got ambushed further up the mountain. Rory, I'd like to tell you if the last mission was a success. If you could find Rory's body, cover it, plant the right across the giant's hole. You would do that.
Pick up Rurik's flag. Where's Rurik's flag? Aha, here it is. Plant the flag. Oh, there's a giant. How's it coming, PM Bear? You create your character on your opening quests yet? Oh, the stream's been going for almost 2 hours. I'm starting to feel it. Enter Ice Bears, Frozen Heart, 3 players. I wish, yes, I'm doing the 3 quests. 3 quests. Awesome. I wish there was a way to fast travel to the NPCs that you need to, but unfortunately there's not. There's only a way to fast travel to Protector's Enclave, but other than that, it's a little upsetting. But,
Thank you for doing that.
how many quests do I have to complete?
Thanks for helping me out with Rorik's flag. Anyway, we need to let Flora know about the Rime Hound. I still have intel to gather up here. So it's up to you to deliver the news.
killed that big thing. Yeah. The resurrected zombie giant, whatever the hell she did. Another mithril nugget. I can feel it in my mithril nuggets. Oh, you chose the Hunter Ranger. Pretty decent class. It's not as powerful against like hordes of enemies. There are actually, you know, the Hunter Ranger has a lot more area of effect abilities, so it's pretty decent. The Hunter Ranger is pretty decent to a fault, but if you go into like a lot of areas where there's like just swarms of enemies, you're gonna want to kind of hang back and be careful, because the Hunter Ranger's melee abilities really aren't that powerful. You have area of effect abilities that are pretty decent for like, they're more of a support type of damage rather than like. Let me just put it to you this way. The Hunter Ranger really isn't a powerhouse damage-dealing class that you're going to want to go in and take out a bunch of enemies. You're going to want to use damage support abilities, like supportive damage abilities, and you're going to want to hang back and use your ranged abilities with the Hunter Ranger for the most part. Because some of the higher level areas and dungeons, I've tried doing solo with my Hunter Ranger, and they've been very difficult to do by myself on my Hunter Ranger anyway.
As much as it grates the Rhymehound.
The Mithril must frow Icespire's frozen heart. Local map. I'm gonna sell some of my inventory off here. I'm not saying it's a bad class, it's a good class. But as far as, I don't know. That's the one you picked. If you want to create another character class, I mean, you should have another couple of character slots. Oh God. I mean, I've personally in the past had a lot of fun using the Hunter Ranger. I still gotta work on my Hunter Ranger a little bit more. But it's a different type of character class, and so character classes that you can just go in kind of solo if you wanted to and just do a bunch of damage and have minimal difficulty. Like, I would recommend the Trickster Rogue and the Scourge Warlock. Or even the Great Weapon Fighters. Alright, and now... Well, it looks like I still got a few quests.
Turn the tides of battle on Icespire.
Return to Protector's Enclave, Icespire's Frozen Heart. Into the Frost Giant stronghold and slay him near Frost Giant Chieftain. Mithril must flow. Well, it looks like I'm done in Icespire Peak for now, technically. Icespire's Frozen Heart doesn't really grant me that much XP. Group suggested. So I'll return to Protector's Enclave for now. Can't I teleport to Protector's Enclave? Do I have one of those? Scroll of Life. In a few minutes, Bear, I'll join up on you. You might have to friend me so that way I can find you on my friends list and we can join up. Make my way all the way fucking back. Matthew, knock it off. God. Tired. Matthew, God bless it, be careful! It's your own damn fault. That's how you get hurt.
He doesn't on purpose.
Seriously.
He doesn't have his precious teeny, he starts acting up. You should have seen what he did just around his bed.
Alright. The chasm is level 48. Right now I'm on Ice Spire Peak, but we're gonna go to Protector's Enclave. I don't know. I might work on one of my lower level characters for a little bit. Matthew, stop doing this shit for attention. I'm sick and tired of it. I may have to end this stream in a little bit just to tend to my son. He's being a pain. Hello again, Fort Knox.
Protector's Enclave needs your help. With Ice Hammer Myth,
Shadow and Wrath Valley.
We faced many dangerous foes on Neverwinter's behalf, but this could be the most dire threat yet. A group of rangers reports that the farming village of Rothay Valley has been attacked by a massive drow slaving expedition. Should they gain a foothold on the surface world, all of the Sword Coast could be in peril. The rangers are led by an elf named Basser Truebell. You may remember him from Helmswood. He'll be able to tell you more about the situation.
Fire in the
reports
mountain.
from a dwarven expedition to the Mount Hoteno volcano. They've come under attack by elemental beings, including fire giants, and the red dragon. The dwarves report that the fire giant leader called Golmolf the Twisted seeks some power he believes is buried beneath the volcano. The last time Mount Hoteno erupted and nearly destroyed Neverwinter, we know the elementals are hostile and fear they will make the volcano erupt once more if they aren't stopped.
Alright, I'm gonna wait on collecting those two quests. Descent into the chasm. I don't know, guys. I'm kinda running on steam now after that Ice Spire Peak. I might cut the stream here. I'm not entirely sure. Log out of my Scourge Warlock and look at my other characters really quick. Oh boy, tired. So I got my half-orc guardian fighter, my control wizard, devoted cleric. I'll tell you what, PM Bear, friend me on PSN. I'm the Dude 5. Go ahead and friend me, and we can play some off screen some other time. Right now, I'm gonna cut the stream. And the next time I stream, if you want to join me, you can. But right now, I'm gonna cut the stream here really quick. I did create a character modeled after my fiance. She's a dwarf Oathbound Paladin. So right now she's still in her beginning stages, but she will go far. But I'm gonna cut the stream here. PM Bear, message me and friend me on PSN at I'm the Dude 5, and we'll play again sometime. We'll play together sometime. But I'm gonna cut the stream here, guys. Thank everybody so much for watching and tuning in. Please subscribe to me on YouTube. I'm the Dude Games. Any support is greatly appreciated. Like this video as well as any others of mine that you may enjoy, including the one I provide in the annotation on screen. Follow me on Twitter. There will be a link in the description below. I tweet out before each video and stream. Also, check out my friend Nightwolf Gaming. I'll provide a link in the annotation on screen as well. Thanks again, everybody, so much for watching. As always, stay classy. I will see you all out there.